guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. BeCozi.net and BeCozi.com is an American website with the biggest collection of chunky yarns for hand knitting. We're located in Holland, Michigan, so if you live here or close, or if you're visiting our beautiful town, please stop by at our office and look at buy some of our yarn in person. So today I will be using these beautiful summer colors, olive, green, candy cane red, and white, and we will be making a beautiful watermelon blanket. Here it is. So I will be dividing olive into two. I will show you how to do it in the video. Then green will be divided into two, and white. And the reason I will do it because I want to show you how to make a blanket 30 by 50. It's a small lapse row. And actually, when I made the original blanket, it's a little bit longer because I used the whole skein of olive on both sides. So the blanket, this blanket is about 30 by almost 60. So, but I will be showing you how to make 30 by 50, half olive, half green, half white, and then two skeins of candy cane red. For the bigger blanket, 40 by 60, you will need 7 skeins. And I will write underneath the video how many of each color you will need. Then you will also need a little bit of black color to put these little hearts. Let me turn it on another side. This way, these little pieces representing watermelon seeds, they look like hearts. So you can put them after the blanket is done. So in this blanket, they represent seeds. But if you want to make a blanket with little hearts, so watch this video and you will see how to do it, how to add them after the blanket is done. So this beautiful colors available only on our website, BeCozi.net or BeCozi.com. So go get this yarn. Our website link to our website is underneath the video. Get this beautiful yarn and make this beautiful watermelon blanket. Please tag BeCozi when you are using our yarn or our video. This video is for personal use only. If you are sharing it, please tag BeCozi. Thank you, and stay warm and BeCozi. Okay, guys, so this is the colors we will be using. So we will be using half, actually 1 skein of olive divided into halves, 1 skein of our green color, 1 skein of white, and 2 skeins of our candy cane red. Okay, so this one will be 2 whole skeins, and for these 3 colors, we will separate them in 2. You see that I separated this already in 2 parts, getting ready to start. And this one, I want to show you how I will separate it. This one will be for blanket 30 by 50. So we will need half, 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 and 2 of cranberry red. For blanket 40 by 60, you will need a different amount of yarn. I will put the amount underneath the video. So how to separate the skein into 2 the same halves. So what are we doing? We are finding the, here you go. So we find the end of the yarn, and then I'm holding this end in my hand, and I will be unraveling the yarn. So here is the end, unraveling the yarn all the way to the end to find the second end, and then you're taking second end with the first one. Here it is. Almost here. Here we are. Hold them together, and now you are going through 2 strings together to the middle part. This way you will know where the middle is for sure, because some skeins are a little bit longer than others. All skeins, doesn't matter where you bought them, they are a little bit over than 8 ounces. It's like 8.2, 8.1. So here we are. This is the middle of the skein. So here we are cutting it, and I'm usually burning the end. This way it will not be unraveling. And this is how you created two parts of one skein. Then you can actually roll it into a little ball like that. Then you will know that this is the half. So I will not be rolling it, I will just go with it. So here we are. Let me move the yarn. Place the yarn in front of you like that. This is the tail, this is working yarn. Working yarn goes on the top to make a loop. Now insert your hand inside the loop, grab working yarn, pull it out, and now take both strings and pull them down. So this is your first stitch, and you can see it's really big. So you're pulling working yarn down and you're making it about 1 inch tall. What are we doing now? We are now casting on 20 stitches, guys. To cast on, insert your finger inside this first loop, grab working yarn and pulling it out. See that we have 2 stitches now. Now I will press the bottom of the stitch. I will insert my fingers, grab working yarn and pull it out. 3, 4, and this way I will be casting on 20 stitches. 20 stitches will give us the width of 30 inches for a small lap throw that I showed you at the beginning. And in this pattern, I'm using candy cane red for the middle part of the watermelon blanket. And if you want, you can also use any of our pink. We have baby pink, we have hot pink. It looks very good too. So let's count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. So we have 20 stitches. What are we doing now, guys? We are flipping it on another side like that. And now we will be knitting our first row. The reason we're flipping the chain, because this will give us this beautiful chain on the bottom. Let me show you what you will have if you don't flip it. So this is our chain, and you can start knitting this way. I see a lot of people doing it this way. So you're just knitting first stitch, and then you're knitting top parts, and that's okay to do it this way. But I want you to see, you have this part on the bottom that doesn't look as good as comparing to when you're flipping the cast on chain. So here we are. Let's flip it. And now we will take this stitch, insert on our hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. This is our first stitch. And now we will be using this middle part of the stitch, not the top, not the bottom, the middle part. So here it is, the first one, lift it, insert your fingers, grab working yarn and pull it out. So here we have 2 stitches, and now find the next middle part of the stitch, grab working yarn, pull it out, and after a few stitches, also make sure that they're all the same size here, because then the blanket will look very nicely done when it's finished. So here we are. Look at this part, the bottom part. See, we have this beautiful chain, nothing over here. It's only the chain and the stitches. So that's the reason why I am flipping the cast on chain and why I am starting the blanket this way. It looks more professionally made. It's looking very neat, and because I'm skipping the first stitch in every row, I will have a beautiful chain on both sides of the blanket too, which again will make the blanket look very beautiful and professionally made. So here we are. We pulled out our first row, guys. So what are we doing now? Next row, we will be purling. We will start our pattern. The pattern is double stockinette, so it means that one will be 2 rows knitted and 2 rows purled. So here we are with our first stitch. Our first stitch I will be skipping in all rows except of this first row. And this row I will knit it because otherwise it will be an empty spot. So, and then next stitch, purl. For purling stitch, the yarn goes on the top, not on the bottom, on the top of the stitch. Then you're holding the stitch and you're pushing the yarn through, like that. Take the stitch, push yarn through. Take the stitch, push yarn through. This is the simple purl stitch. And in this blanket, we will be alternating knitting and purl stitches. So this is our first row after we pulled out the row out of the cast on, and this will be the first row of the pattern. So 1 row purl, and then we will purl the next row also. So here's the trick. When you're on your last stitch, do not purl it, knit it. And the reason is why, because this way we will have a beautiful chain on both sides. So even when you purling the row, the last stitch in every row is always purled. Sorry, always knitted. So here we have 2 knitted stitches, and now starting this row we are skipping it. So it's just sitting here nicely, and now we are purling our next second row. So take your stitch and push yarn through. Take your stitch, push yarn through. So this is our second purled row. See, we have knitted stitch here. It's for the edge. Edge will have this beautiful chain because we are knitting every last stitch and we are skipping every first stitch. So here we are, 2 purled rows. We are almost done with them, and here's our last stitch. We are knitting it. See, we're creating this beautiful chain. What are we doing next? We are knitting our next row, and I hope we will have enough because we had 2 purled rows. Now we are having 2 knitted. So for knitting, yarn goes on the back, insert your finger, grab working yarn and pull it out. So here we are, and we will be, yeah, I think we will not have enough here, so I will need to add the other skein. So it will make us, this is how I'm connecting the yarn, guys. So I'm taking the lighter, I am lightening one part, one end, and then I'm adding the other end, pushing yarn toward each other, holding for a few seconds, waiting for it to cool down a bit, and then I'm rubbing it together. So don't forget to wait for a few seconds, otherwise you will burn your fingers. So at this point we could either cut the yarn and not knit this row, or I am just adding it from another skein, and this way we will have probably 1 row less at the end of the blanket. So here we are knitting this row. So we knit it. Now we are cutting the yarn. And now we will be adding our green color, beautiful green color. So again, in this blanket, I will be adding all yarn by burning. So I usually make a knot. If you're watching my videos, you saw me doing mostly knots. And in this blanket, I will show you this way of connecting. This is also a valid way of knitting. A lot of people prefer this. So here we are. We're skipping first stitch, even if we're adding a new color, because this way we will have beautiful chain. So this one was knitted. We're knitting our next row because we all colors except of candy cane red will be 2 rows purled, 2 rows knit. That is double stockinette pattern. Okay, so here we are. We are knitting our second row, and it doesn't matter what color you are doing. You're following the pattern, and you are knitting 2 rows and purling 2. So here we are at the end of the row. So we are now need to switch to purl. We are skipping the first stitch, and we're going to the second stitch, and we're purling it. The only thing that you would need to watch, if you are supposed to purl this row and you need to connect a new color, you would need to first knit 1 row. And the reason is because otherwise it will not look good. When you're purling first row of different color, it will be sticking out and it will be messing up the color combination. So here we are, last stitch. Don't forget, we are knitting it, not purling, okay? And then we're skipping it, and we are going to next purled row. Here we are. So after this row, after this color actually, when we're done with our green, we will go to white, and then we will have 2 red. So the simple pattern, pretty simple pattern, guys. It's 2 knitted, 2 purled rows. And when we are doing candy cane color, we will be only knitting. We will not be purling. And the reason is because the pattern will look better this way when it's knitted for the red part. And also we will need to add some black color that will be representing like a watermelon seeds. Okay, so we're almost done with our green. So we had 2 purl. This is first knit, then we will knit 1 more. Now we actually will be at the point when I will show you why you need to knit the first row of the different color. So here we are. This was first row. This is our second row. And then we will go to the white. And because we're doing 2 knitted, 2 purled, the next row, white one, should be purled. But I will show you why I will not be purling it. I will actually knit it. So here we are. We don't have enough yarn for the whole row. That's why we will cut, keep it for the next part. And here we will connect our white. Burn one end and attach the other one. Push it toward each other, wait, and then start rubbing together. Here we are. So now We need to purl 2 rows. So let's see. If I will purl the white into green, as the pattern is asking. See what we have here? We have white and green in the middle. The only way to avoid it is to knit the first row of new color. See, this one is just good, beautiful combination or switching colors. And then we will purl 2 rows of white. And because we will be purling next row, you will not really see this extra row. That's the little secret of connecting new color. So here we are. And now skipping first, and then we are purling our next white. See, we don't have any green in the middle of the white. And because we are purling this row on the top of knitted, you do not really see that knitted row at all. This is the little secret. So here we are, guys. I will keep doing it this way. I will knit all my white color. Then I will connect red. And after knitting 2 full skeins of red, and for red, I will be simply knitting, no purling. The 2 rows purl, 2 rows knit is only for this 3 color, olive, green, and white. Then when we're doing red, we're simply knitting, simple knitting stitch. After 2 skeins of red, you will be moving to white, then green, and then olive in the opposite direction. So we started with olive, green, white. Then we'll have 2 skeins of red. And after that, there will be white, green, and olive. So when I am done with all of this yarn, I will come back and I will show you how to finish it. Okay, guys, so we are ready to cast off. So for casting off, we will be knitting 2 stitches together. So here we are, taking 2 stitches together, and I usually add 1 stitch over here, 1 extra stitch, okay? This way you will have a beautiful turn for the corner of the blanket. So then you keep stitches, this last or first stitch on your fingers, add second stitch, you have now 2, and then pull working yarn through this 2. Here we are. Now keep stitch on your fingers, add another one, and knit 2 together. This called cast off. This is the easiest cast off. I can see people casting off in a different way, but this is really the easiest way to cast off. And this way actually gives you the most beautiful chain on the top of the blanket. And as I mentioned at the beginning, when I'm making a blanket, my goal is to have beautiful chain on the bottom, on the sides, on both sides, and on the top. This way the blanket looks professionally made. So here 2 last stitches. Here our last stitch. Working yarn or tail goes inside this last stitch, and then you're pulling it. And this is how you finished your blanket. Now this tail goes under the chain, left and right, or front and back, like that. See, you don't really see it underneath the chain. Then it goes on the back, and then you're just hiding it in between the stitches like that. So here is our beautiful blanket. So here our black seeds. So let me grab my black yarn. and show you how to make these beautiful seeds. So I already attached them here. So I will attach 2 more over here. So 1 and 2. So I am taking black yarn and I'm cutting a piece probably about, I don't know, 8-10 inches like that. So I am attaching them in a check, like in a, so see, 4 here, then 3, kind of in the middle, and then 4 here. So now just look where this guy was, and then you're going here on the top. Take this piece, go in this direction, and then try to do it on the same level as this guy. And then you're going underneath like that. See, these 2 tails. And then these 2 tails go inside of this stitch in the middle, like this. See this little heart? And then we will do 1 more like that. Sort of where this guy is. So somewhere over here. And about the same level as this guy. Again, like that. And then in the middle of the stitch. Like this. Little V, little heart. Now let's go on the back and let me show you how I am making it looking like this. It's very cute and nice. So these 2 tails of the black yarn, they should be about the same length that would reach this black, okay? So that's why I cut it a little bit. Now I'm taking my lighter. Now I am burning one end, and then I am attaching it to this black, and then holding it together, and this way you're connecting it. And then you do the same with this one. You start burning it, don't burn yourself, and then you're attaching it to this black part. And here we are. We connected it. We have this beautiful seed or little heart. If you want to add hearts to your blanket after blanket is done, that is the way to do it. It's easier than to make the hearts while you are knitting. So here we are. We're just connecting it to the black yarn. And then the second one. So you can put seeds anywhere you want on the red part, but this is how you connect it. Here we are. Have this beautiful blanket with seeds, and here we need to hide this end. The yarn goes underneath the chain and then hiding it in between of stitches. Here it is, guys. A beautiful watermelon blanket is ready. So go to our website, buy this beautiful yarn, make your blanket, and share your creations in BeCozi Hand Knitting Club on Facebook. Stay warm and BeCozi. Hey guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. I would like to introduce my hand knitting book. The book was published in September 21, and recently it was also published with the Christian Publishing Agency. It's available on our website and also available on Amazon. This is the only book on hand knitting on the craft market. It's extremely unique and very beautiful beautiful book explaining hand knitting, giving you a history of our company, how hand knitting was born. And then it also gives you a few patterns, simple patterns with a very detailed pictures how to make every single step on the way. Go to the link underneath this video and purchase this book, and let's hand knit.